Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Look at me. Go. He's ripping.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
50, Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, Mike 50.
Working from the gun, Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Time to go.
From the gun, it's Manning. Completes it to Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Manning now to throw, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing now is Manning. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 25 yards that time.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Ready. 70, Indy. Leo. Get it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Black 25.
58, come on. Get him.
Green, triple C.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That one complete to Hill. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, Kamara. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike, check, 59.
3rd and long for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Protein spill.
Check 24. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Manning. Complete here. It's Hyde. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Manning now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how we see...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Wild Bill. Mike spot 9. Let's get off the field.
Winston now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 5.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
59 mark. Check, 59. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rock it. Here we go. Five. Shoot.
Manning going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
On the ready.
50, Mike, 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
80 weapon.
What you got, Heavy?
Look at me. Door.
Here we go.
Ready, ready.
On first down, Dillon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Who that?
Shotgun now for Manning. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bravo.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's checking. Crash.
Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter. But you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just
can go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Leo.
Check 9. Let's go.
Throwing is Manning. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You know where it coming. This is where it came from.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Check 59.
2nd and 5 now. Winston dancing to his left. Stays on his feet. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready. Blue 80. Green, triple T. 54.
You don't want none. You don't pick up the ball.
A first down throw for Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Shift. Go.
Manning to throw once more. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Let's go.
This is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Manning. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Throwing, Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Stay with your man.
Mike's Sonic. Mike's 5-4. Man, I got you. Mike's 54.
Let's keep bringing it.
54.
Now Winston. Flush to his right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Easy. Twins. Off. Let him go.
Winston now from the 50. And Thomas has it. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, New Orleans.
Easy.
58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. 58 to Mike.
Green, triple team.
Go on. Rabbit.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A 10th carry for Kamara. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Winston. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Give me that ball. Easy. 58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
1st down, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
58.
A 2nd down throw for Winston.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
54.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Come on, D. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ready?
Manning looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike's 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
D, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now Manning again. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Manning gonna throw here. He shakes it off. He'll let this, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
From
the shotgun, it's Winston. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Wait.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". You run. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come off the ball.
One last shot now for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody